The chair that has the computer. And I'll explain what we're doing. Yep, you're in the right place. So in the lobby, they gave you a couple of pamphlets about SafeLink.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of SafeLink before today?
I've heard about it, but never really know what it was.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Where did you see it? How did you hear about it?
Well, I've heard about it like friends or like, like in like ads or like sometimes in the, like when you're like in the street, like you see a sign, but I've never really, I kind of knew that it was about 3 minutes or something like that, but I never really put much like interest into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any friends or family that are SafeLink subscribers or?
Well, they're not like close friends, so I just know they have it, but I never really asked. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And who is your current service provider?
Metro PCS.
Metro PCS. And how long have you been a Metro PCS customer?
Probably like 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why did you pick them?
I don't know, because it was the cheapest one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're doing today is I'm going to ask you questions about an application process. So you're not actually filling out the application yourself. I actually have a PowerPoint presentation, and you're just going to be going through different slides.
Okay.
I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on the application process itself because it's really the end of the application process that we're going to be spending a lot of time on. But that doesn't mean you can't ask questions along the way. And there are some aspects of the application that I am definitely going to focus on because I want to get feedback on things that you're going to see.
Okay.
Okay. So the space bar has a little green dot on it. And what we're going to do is just navigate, and you'll do it based on your speed. So if you need to take a little bit of time just to, read it all, that's fine. You don't necessarily, I'm not going to quiz you on anything at the end, so don't think that you have to retain it, but just enough so that you're familiar with the process and you understand what's being asked of you during the application process. Okay? So you're not actually filling anything out. You're not even using the mouse. It's just literally, we're just going to be seeing a bunch of pictures. Okay? So go ahead and press it. So the first one is just the home screen or the home page of the SafeLink website. So that's where you would actually start the application process.
Okay. I can continue, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's based on the zip code. If there isn't service in the area, that's the message that you would get.
Okay.
That's just a little bit more about the Lifeline program. And this is going through the actual application. So it's, of course, going to ask you, who you are, where you live. Making sure you're not a robot. Address, making sure that, talking a little bit about the Lifeline household. Again, more questions about how to qualify. Additional qualification criteria. Asking who is actually applying. If you're applying through Medicaid, just validating Medicaid information. If you're qualifying through income, the income worksheet. And here's where I want to ask some questions. So on this page, keep in mind you've already gone through, fill out a bunch of information on your application. Now you're at a page where you're being given several options. Take a little bit of time to read it because what I'm going to ask you is what are the options available and what does it mean to you? Okay. And whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
So what are the options?
Like use your own smartphone, pick a smartphone that they provide for you, like pick the smartphone and then the SafeLink phone.
Okay. So use your own smartphone is what?
For me, like I would want to keep my own smartphone just because, like I recently got mine, so I don't have the need to like get another phone. So I would use mine.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go to the next screen. Same question. What are the options available and what do those options mean to you?
I mean, the second one is better because it has more data, which for me, like data, I care more about data than the minutes and the messages. So
Okay.
yeah, so for me, like the more data, the better.
Okay. Are there any other options on this screen?
The 1,000 minutes and the 1 gigabyte of data.
Okay.
I mean, it depends. Yeah, it's like more minutes but less data. I mean, like as I said, like the minutes are not, because I don't really talk that much, like normal phone. Like I usually like use Wi-Fi for, like Snapchat and stuff like that. So for me, data is more, I care more about data.
Okay.
So I would still pick the second one.
Okay. I'd like to call your attention to something on this page at the very bottom. Well, not the very bottom, but it's really tiny and a lot of people have difficulty seeing it. So based on those radio buttons or that radio button, what do you think that means?
It says that I want to keep my own smartphone. Let me see if I free SIM card. That's the SIM card that already has the minutes and everything.
Is that what that means to you, or?
Yeah, that's what it means to me. That you get a new SIM card, so you would have to the SIM card contains all the information like the minutes and the number. Yeah, that's what it means to me.
Okay, let's go ahead and go on to the next page. And again, same question, what options are available and what do they mean to you?
I mean, I guess I would pick I'm not sure. Probably the second one. I mean, if I really had to choose.
Okay.
Yeah, and then because it still has the 4G LTE, which for me is important. It has pretty much the same, like free every month. It has the same thing. And then for the other one, which is a carrier compatible with your phone. I'll pick the unlocked phone, the GSM unlocked.
Okay, and why would you select that option?
Because I would have like the liberty of choosing the service provider rather than being stuck with like doing a plan with a certain, like T-Mobile or whatever it is. Like when it's unlocked, you can put it with whoever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by selecting, and I'll give you an example of what I mean, so because I'm going to ask you a specific question. So by selecting a specific plan, you know that you're going to be getting or picking that option.
Okay.
So down below, you picked GSM Unlocked. By you picking GSM Unlocked, what does that mean to you? You said freedom of carrier, but in what sense?
Like, I think it would be like I don't know how to explain it.
Are you talking about a phone? Are you talking about the service? Are you talking about maybe you being able to pick the carrier?
Yeah, it's like basically for me, it's like picking the carrier.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times when you purchase a new phone, like let's say when you want to purchase an iPhone or something,
Mhm.
If you connect it with T-Mobile or AT&T,
Mhm.
maybe the phone is cheaper, or maybe but like the phone is cheaper or something, but then in the long run, like the carrier is more expensive because they have like limitations and data, or
Mhm.
whether like if it's unlocked, it's unlocked, so I have the freedom to do anything with it. I don't
Okay.
really have to pick the
And
plan.
you said freedom to do anything with it. What is it?
Yeah, like the phone.
The phone.
Yeah.
Your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or with, I mean, my phone, or whichever phone that it would be unlocked that I would be choosing.
Okay. Okay.
Do I continue?
Yep. All right, so here we are near the end of the application process, and you are basically validating the fact that all the information that you entered is accurate to the best of your ability. You're doing like an electronic signature. Next screen is more or less the same thing. Application continued. And application has been submitted. It's pending approval. And now we're at the end. So application has been approved.
Okay.
Keep in mind, you kind of filled out a bunch of things. You made some choices. What do you expect to happen now?
Well, they have the enrollment number, so I'm
Mhm.
guessing that automatically, like, the phone is gonna get like the minutes. So I kind of read that they have to keep like your phone turned on or whatever to like get the minutes, and so that's what I would expect. So like they're gonna send a link and link the phone or something.
And how would they link and when you say the phone, because you said that you wanted to keep your phone, so how does your phone get linked with this service?
Oh, I'm guessing you have to go somewhere. Like,
You have to,
like
you said go somewhere?
Once you're approved, I'm guessing that they'll send like a link saying what the next steps are. Like, I don't really know what to, I mean, in my mind, I'm like, they automatically link it, but I have no idea how they would
Right.
do that. I'm guessing like to go to a place or tell you where to go or how to go about that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or yeah, like if you need a SIM card or something.
Okay. So this is what you would get in the mail. You're going to open it. Feel free to take it apart, rip it open, treat it as if it was your own. I'm going to give you like 3-4 minutes just to look at everything, and then I'm going to come back in and ask you some questions about what to do next.
Okay.
right, so you got your letter in the mail.
Yeah.
What do you have to do now?
You have to put the SIM card into your phone and then like send a text message to the number that the text, and that's it.
Okay, so have you ever put a SIM card in a phone before?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you Android or iOS?
iOS.
iOS, okay. So here's an iPhone. In order to put a SIM card in an iPhone, what do you need?
Like a pen or something.
Okay.
Yeah. I put it in like
Yeah.
if it was my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it in? All right. Okay, and in order to make sure that the service is working, what are you told to do?
Make a phone call or text. Yeah, make a phone call or text APN to a 6-digit number.
Okay. So, and you don't necessarily have to do that. Based on the letter, and I gave you a couple of minutes, was it clear that you had to insert the SIM card into your phone?
Yeah, it was very clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said that you had prior experience with inserting a SIM card.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how did you pick the size of the SIM card that you inserted into the phone?
Because that's the one they send, and it's like standard size. So.
Well, what do you mean standard size?
I mean, it says it right there, like standard SIM card, micro SIM card,
Mm-hmm.
and then because it was the only one. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to show you a couple of different things.
Okay.
The first is an email that would have been sent a couple of days, or let's say a week after you received the letter. And what I'd like to know is, based on the email, would you have done anything different?
Maybe like transfer the existing number.
What do you mean?
Like it says if I want to transfer like my existing number,
Mm-hmm.
which before I didn't know.
You didn't know?
Like if you want to keep your old phone number. I mean, I'm guessing that's what it means. Like you want to like keep the current number that you had and put it with the safe link.
Okay.
And then I probably watched the video instructions just to make sure.
Okay. Just to make sure what?
That I'm doing everything correctly. I mean, this was clear, but I mean, I would just do it anyways.
Okay. I'm sorry, when you said this was clear, what are you referring to?
The thing they sent saying the instructions to like put the SIM and
Mm-hmm.
get the minutes, and it was clear, but I would do it anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to look at one more.
Okay.
And again, this is version C. And I'd like you to compare it to the initial letter that you received, same question. Based on what you see, would you have done anything differently?
No. I think I would have done the same. I would have done the same.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And with that, we're done.
Oh, okay.
So you can leave everything.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to take these two. Just make sure you have all of your stuff.
Yes.
And leave all of my stuff. There's a short survey that you're going to fill out in the lobby. I'll actually walk with you. Let's look at the next person's here.
So she can log in this, I'm
So
just
just
gonna delete
delete that slide.
this line.
Yeah,
So
and
they show, so this slide, they're going to
actually,
choose.
that one and the capture you can delete. I mean,
Okay, so,
because it really doesn't
but you,
add to it.
so they are gonna have the three choices, but we're telling them that they have to bring their own phone, so they should be able to use this. The confusing part was that when they got to, I already deleted, to this page, it said, you know, we're gonna give you a phone, so use the plan. Now this one says, bring your own phone.
But even with this other page, you can just hide that option about I want to,
Oh, yeah, I can, yeah.
yeah, I
I
mean, you
can
can
make
just
a-
put like
yeah,
a
yeah,
gray
yeah,
box or
yeah,
something.
yeah.